Hey guys. Alright, so about a month ago we moved into a new apartment, and it's a one bedroom, nothing huge or anything like that. So at the end of the month we were looking over our bills for the new apartment, and we came across the electric bill, and to our shock it was about the cost of what an average 3 or 4 bedroom apartment or house would have been charged for electricity. So my girlfriend came to the conclusion that it must be my PC, and I was like, no, that's impossible, because there's no way my PC draws enough kilowatt hours or even close to that to cause our bill to be so high. So I figured, well, the only thing in the apartment that could possibly draw so much juice is the water heater. And sure enough, a couple days ago I opened up the panels on the side of the water heater that control the thermostats, and sure enough the previous tenants had the temperature pinned to 150 degrees. Now I just fixed this one, and you can see that there's a little screw right there that controls the dial on the thermostat, and you have 150 degrees on the left and 90 degrees on the right. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but that's what it says. So what I did was I put it to a reasonable temperature. Now if you read this warning label, I don't know if it'll show up well or not on the screen, but it says water temperature over 125 degrees Fahrenheit can cause severe burns instantly or death from scalds. Children, disabled, and the elderly at highest risk for being scalded. See instruction manual before setting temperature at water heater. So apparently the previous tenants had gone through and they had opened up these panels that control the thermostat, and they bumped it up all the way to 150 degrees. That's absurd, if you ask me. So if you look at this energy guide thing, this particular hot water heater is actually fairly poor when it comes to efficiency. It seems to be pretty old, but this particular unit uses two 4,500 watt elements. Right there, you can see where my finger is. Upper 4,500, that's this unit right there, and lower 4,500, that's that one right there. So if you guys move into a new apartment and you're wondering why your electric bill is sky high, it might be worth taking a look at your hot water heater. It's actually definitely worth taking a look at your hot water heater, because your landlord, chances are, is not going to open this thing up to make sure that they didn't mess with it. And it's blatantly obvious that the previous tenants in this apartment did. So let me just show you the procedure really quick for going through one of these things. In my hand I have a screwdriver. I don't know if you can see it in the lens. So right there, Phillips head. I'm going to open up the panel. Now you guys have to keep in mind that this is a high voltage device, and once you open this thing up you're putting yourself at risk to injury. But if you take great care in what you're doing, and if you see this done before, you should be okay. But I will warn you that once you expose this cover, you will be exposed to terminals that carry high voltage. Okay. Just remove the cover, and you can see that there's a piece of foam that's part of the insulation. You just pop that out. See, just a piece of foam. Okay, and you look inside, and there's the other thermostat that I've already set to below 125 degrees Fahrenheit. As I said before, this was pinned way over to 150 degrees. This little white knob was way over here. It was at the max temperature. So this thing was running 24/7 at apparently 9,000 watts. So that's ridiculous. You don't need hot water that hot. 150 degrees can really hurt you. The hottest hot tub that's really allowed in any public pool setting is, I believe, in the 110 degree range, and that's pretty hot too. So according to that dial, it should be around 110, 115 degrees, and depending on how hot the water chooses to stabilize in the electric bill, I might lower it a little more, maybe closer to the 90-degree mark. But yeah, let me just show you how this works really quick. And take the screwdriver, which is a flathead, and you can use that to turn this dial just like that. Now once you get it to where you want it, touch it, leave it. Don't ever think about it again, and you know, just avoid the terminals. Now on the other side of this plastic cover is where the voltage actually meets the heating element. So if I flip this up, right there you can see the two terminals where the hot and the cold actually go into the heating element, which goes directly into the heater. It's just a metal coil or whatever it is, and that's what's used to make your hot water hot. So I'm not gonna touch that, obviously, because I don't feel like dying today, but I just wanted to upload this to YouTube, maybe to help somebody out that they're really confused as to why their electricity bill is so high, and no matter what they do, it seems that there's just too much juice being drawn in. Well, this is probably the culprit. So I just wanted to bring that out there, bring that to light, and hopefully this will help somebody out there. So don't forget to hit subscribe and like and share this information with all of your friends, especially those who are moving into new apartments, to make sure that they go through and they check their hot water heater to make sure that their previous tenants didn't bump up the temperature too much, or you'll be paying out the wazoo in electric bills. Alright, take care, have a good evening.